Show and the Stay On Course podcast with our host, Julie Riga. Julie, what's going on, man? How are you? How are you doing?
Good morning. Excited to be here and excited to
Absolutely. So we
interview you.
got we got from Sticks right now, Lawrence Gowan. Lawrence, thanks for stopping by, man. How are you?
I'm very, very well. And actually, Julie's exuberant hello has woken me up very well.
Yeah, it didn't wake you up, and that's the excitement of all this, and I guess the excitement of touring and all that stuff. But Julie has some interesting questions. Go, Julie.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about your most recent tour.
This has been our most successful summer tour ever. It's been capacity audiences every single night. If the venue holds 15,000, it's 15,000. I mean, I know St. Louis held 18,000. It was 18,000 people. It is phenomenal to see the connection that people have to classic rock and how profound it is after all these years, and just what a wide age range we're now seeing in the audience. People from their teens to their, as high as you want to go.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. And you think about it, it's because of how music is different today, right? People are, it used to be music would be dead after an album's over, right? But now it lives on and on and on. Yeah.
It seems, we grew up with this music thinking that it would be very temporary, very transient type of music. And it's only really maybe in the past 20 years or so that we began to realize that, no, this actually was the big musical statement of the last half of the 20th century. And people are they want to embrace it. So I think it's a combination, I think it could be that some people are disheartened with where music has gone today. That could be part of their drive. But I think more it has to do with the fact that these songs are so strong and these melodies and lyrics have connected with them in ways that we never really foresaw back when the music first came into the world.
Right. And I, as I say, and I'm going to go right back to Julie on this, is that ultimately at the end of the day, with the way music can be archived, the way it can be found anywhere, and that other people are introduced to music that just think it's really cool, and shows start playing classic rock and stuff on them. So they're like, oh, I remember this in some movie or TV show. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's the other change.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think the accessibility of it is part of it as well. If people suddenly hear, hey, I keep hearing of, Led Zeppelin or Styx or the Stones or whoever it is, they can instantly access it and suddenly go, wait, if they're coming to town, I want to see that show.
Exactly. Right. You know what I'm finding too is that I have an 18-year-old daughter, and some of the music that she loves is the music from when I was growing up. So I think there is like a new generation here listening to some of the older music.
This is it, Julie. I mean, we see teenagers in the audience, such as your daughter, singing the songs, knowing the words. I mean, we never. They're mouthing all the words. We never really have to test our memories and just go along with what they're doing. They do seem to have connected to the songs in a way where it's concurrent with their own lives.
Yeah. So how did it get hooked up that you and Foreigner together are touring? Because you never usually see two top acts together.
These kinds of summer tours that we do, where we do the large amphitheaters, it's best if we have another act with us. We have done a few in the past with Def Leppard, REO Speedwagon, Boston. But with Foreigner, we've always had great success. We actually toured together in England about 10 years ago, and that was an over-the-top success, and we've been looking for an opportunity to tour together again. So Styx and Foreigner is a pretty a pretty intense musical night.
So, Lawrence, I'm here in West Palm Beach, Florida. I know you guys were here, and I also heard that you're going. Are you guys going on a cruise as well in February?
So I hear. I know there is a cruise. We did one a couple of years ago, and we tried to. We weren't sure about doing it, but my God, we had such a good time on it. We kind of said, I guess we do this again, So February is a great month, well, especially for me. I'm from Toronto, so to get away from the winter for a week and go on a go on a cruise where we're going to play. I think we play 3 concerts. Us, I think Alice Cooper's on this tour.
Oh, wow.
I think those are the main headliners. So that's a pretty rocking boat.
All
I've
right.
heard about that, and it's sold out, Neil. So I don't know if we can get
No,
any tickets.
I need to cover it. That's it. I'll cover
That's
this.
it.
stuff,
We're
right?
gonna go on
You'll
the cruise.
You'll get me on the cruise to cover it, right?
Man, we got a whole stowaway section set up for you, Neil.
Oh, I appreciate that. All right, so let's kind of what I want to talk about is not just this whole collaboration of tour. You guys also have an album. That's really cool. And then vinyl, which that's one of the reasons why music's hot in your days too, is because of vinyl. People are collecting vinyl like crazy.
That's the other aspect of it. You're right. Knowing that vinyl has had this incredible resurgence, people like the tactile experience of holding the record in their hands, and we grew up that way, and we love that. We put a record together of Styx and Foreigner, one band per side, and that record we have not been able to hang on to it because it sells out every single night. I know it's gone into several printings now. It's charted on Billboard, so it's quite astounding actually, just from the sales at our summer concerts, that people just have an insatiable appetite to have that as a souvenir.
All right. Julie, another question you have for?
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, okay, so Neil, I don't know. I'm not going to say how old I just turned, but I'm getting a little bit older. I want to know how you keep your energy up when you're on stage.
Well, first of all, when you're in front of several thousand people, it's amazing how this thing called adrenaline kicks in, and you really can float on that to begin with. But we do kind of try as hard as we can to keep ourselves in good shape on the road. I try to, either go for a long walk or go to the gym or try to eat healthy. All these things. Basically, we aim our entire day at the 8 o'clock show time. So we're trying to be ready for that. And if we ever feel a little bit lazy, you just look up a YouTube of Mick Jagger on stage recently, and he'll make you feel like you should get up and start moving around, because he's 81 and still moving around like he's 31. So we have that as inspiration as well.
Oh, absolutely. And then that's the thing that makes you excited, is because when you're doing something you're passionate about, it doesn't matter what age you are. And if you're lucky as you are to be able to perform in these huge crowds, you're going to be like, it's the fountain of youth to be able to do this. It is.
And, music, it's been my observation that people who kept music, in their lives, to an extent where they're really relating to it every day, it does seem to keep a more youthful spirit in you to begin with. And,
right.
When we hit the stage, honestly, it feels like we're 15, 16 years old again. I mean, I find out this morning how old I am because I can feel it from last night, but I'll be ready for the next show tonight, and that's basically how our day goes.
Amazing. And well, so you've inspired me now. I started singing last night a little bit. I've sang in my past, and I'm like, I'm going to pick it up again. I'm starting to sing again. So thanks for inspiring me, Lawrence.
Julie, keep music in your life and keep singing. That's a great exercise right there. The fact that you in order to sing, you got to breathe deep. So breathe deep and keep singing.
Thank you.
And have you guys gone to Pittsburgh yet? Are you going to Pittsburgh?
We have. Pittsburgh is one of our. We actually played in the amphitheater there is in Burgettstown, but that's our Pittsburgh show, and it was just as we expected. Every time we play there, people go, they let us know that they're really enjoying it to an extreme. And, every time we leave Pittsburgh, we can't wait to get back and play there again, because it's a great audience.
There's nothing like Pittsburgh and the fans. And what is your favorite thing when you go to Pittsburgh to do?
Well, first of all, one thing we really enjoy is going to a Steelers game, because they always play Renegade in the fourth quarter.
Heck, yes, yes.
That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite things. And generally, I love going to the Andy Warhol Museum. I just went there again just a few months ago, and that's one thing about Pittsburgh that I really try to do every time.
That Renegade magic better come back. I'm tired of this. What's happened to the Steelers? That's for sure. But all right, go ahead, Julie. Another question.
No, I mean, it sounds like you're having fun. Are you having fun out there?
He seems
I have so much fun that I should. It's like our merchandise guy says. I'm having so much fun. I should cancel my health care. So I don't know. Yeah. I mean, if you get a chance to do something that you love as much as we love, being a band and playing these concerts in your life, you're in a very fortunate position, and we really embrace that in every way you can imagine.
That's right.
All right. And so again, to check you guys out, best place to purchase tickets and go is go to your website.
Very good question. I think go to stixworld.com and you'll find out where we're playing, and then that will probably send you in the right direction to get tickets to the shows.
All right, fantastic. And I guess what do you want to tell your fans? How excited you are to be always performing? What is a message to give to your fans?
Well, simply that, you've kept this music alive for decades upon decades, and the fact that we still have 3 of the original members in Styx was Tommy Shaw. Well, Tommy joined in the mid-'70s. James Young and Chuck Canazzo. That's a fantastic thing, and I see in their lives just how grateful they are that the records that they started back then and the band as it has evolved into what it is today, it's still just as excited to come out and play for people as it ever was. And so thank you for that.
All right. Well, thank you for Renegade. That's all I have to say. There's been some very big memories because of Steeler wins because of Renegade when they were good. All right. Appreciate it. Thanks again, Lawrence.
Okay,
all right.
Thanks,
that was
Lawrence. Nice
that
to
was
talk
the
to you.
special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show and the Stay On Course